What if you and I had a dream school? Ano kaya yun? Would it have dinosaurs like experiments? Little things that become big. What if we could suddenly see invisible things? Would it have a giant heart or a big, big brain? Or flies into outer space? May sagot sa ating mga tanong, pero tuturuan din tayo magtanong. Okay lang din magkamali, so that we learn so much more. Sa dream school natin, learning is never boring. So it's an adventure. How do we do that? What do we do? With the power of science, art and imagination, all the wonders you will find in the mind is school.
Tara na! Join us as we explore Mind is School.
The coolest marketplace for science and art ideas,
Step into amazing portals with us.
where extraordinary, weird, and mind-blowing connections come to life.
You are here, underwater. It's a very different world from your mostly land-based life. But this is also home. Home to all life. Our Philippine archipelago may be little, but part of its expanse of marine waters is the center of the world's marine biodiversity. This means that our waters harbor the greatest variety of marine creatures in the world.
Fisher, tingnan mo mga isda, oh! Tingnan mo yung mga barakuda. Uy, may talakitok din. And even snappers.
Hoy, at tignan mo! Pating! Oh, and look at this mosaic of shapes and colors! Coral reefs! Ang saya naman ng virtual reality tour na yun, Mikey. Feel na feel ko talaga na nasa dagat tayo.
Nakakamangha ang digital technology, Fisher, no? Gagamit natin ito para mapag-aralan ng kalikasan. Kagaya dito sa Wildfire Cafe, nagagamit ang creative technologies like virtual reality para ma-experience ang ganda ng coral reefs dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes, and they have many other technologies here that connect with nature. This connection helps us learn more about nature, especially during these times when we cannot travel.
Buti na lang our adventure today explores nature and technology. Our mission for today is to find out what happens when nature gets into a relationship with digital technology.
Hi, Fisher and Mikey! Mukhang enjoy na enjoy kayo dun sa virtual reality tour nyo ng mga coral reef ng Pilipinas.
Ano po, Manong G? Opo, tuwang-tuwa po kami. Biruin nyo, gamit ang virtual reality, nakalangoy kami kasama ang mga isda at mga pawikan.
Tapos, hindi pa namin kailangan pumunta ng malayo, lalo na ngayon na may pandemic.
Mabuti nag-enjoy kayo sa virtual reality exhibit.
Opo, Manong G. Mas na-appreciate namin ang halaga ng pag-preserve ng marine ecosystems, lalo na ng mga coral reefs natin.
Agree ako dyan, Fisher. At yun na nga, kaya na natin makita ang mga ito without the threat of disturbing them dahil sa virtual reality.
Ayos! Meron pa akong ibang technology na ipapasubok sa inyo. Punta kayo dyan!
Wow, Fisher, tingnan mo, ang daming libro dito.
Oo nga, bagong part ng Wildfire Cafe.
Tsak, mag-enjoy kayo sa next nating digital technology, Mikey and Fisher. Tignan nyo yung libro na yan.
The title of this book is What is Nature? Everything is. Cool! Pero, paano naman naging technology ang libro?
Madaming technology sa libro, Fisher. Mula sa paggawa ng papel, papunta sa pagbind ng libro, lahat yon technology that took centuries to develop.
Kung sa bagay, pati nga paggawa ng ink, technology. Tignan mo ko yung librong to, oh. Ang colorful. Pero, paano naman siya naging digital technology?
Digital technology siya kapag pinagsama ang libro at ang gadget na hawak ni Mikey.
Ah, May app na dina-download kasama ang libro.
Uy, tignan mo, Mikey, oh. Butanding.
Oo nga, it's a whale shark.
Ang digital technology pala na kaugnay sa book ay augmented reality. Aside from the amazing technology that is a book, meron pang dagdag na experience kapag may hawak ka na gadget.
At hindi lang dagdag na experience, dagdag rin ng kaalaman, Fisher.
Oh yeah, it is teaching us that whale sharks are the biggest fish in the sea. And look, Mikey, it's asking us a question. Dapat daw ba natin bigyan parati ng pagkain ng whale sharks?
Sa tingin ko, Fisher, no yung sagot.
Sa tingin ko rin, Mikey. Kasi kung parating pinapakain ng mga tao ang butanding, baka ma-associate nila ang bangka sa pagkain. Baka lumapit sila sa bangka kahit yung may mga balak silang hulihin. So, no.
Tama tayo!
Oh, now according to this video, feeding whale sharks can change their migration patterns. Mula sa nakasulat sa page, papunta sa augmented reality, we can learn lessons about nature and how to take care of it. Life is everywhere. Living things are amazing. They come in every shape and size, from the strange-looking frogfish to the simple little mice.
Ang ganda ng pagkasulat.
Oo nga. Interested din ako makita kung ano yung augmented reality kasama sa page na to. Scan mo, Mikey.
Wow! Parang may gubat na tumubo mula sa page.
Wow! At tignan mo, Mikey, oh, may lumilipad pa na agila. Plus, it's teaching us that everything in the living world is interconnected. Yan ang circle of life. Mayroong cycle sa buhay. Kapag namatay ang isang living thing, ang mga molecules na bumubuo dito ay ginagamit ng iba pang living things at umuulit ang cycle.
Yan siguro ang ibig sabihin ng Circle of Life. Pero dahil cycle ito, may balanse na dapat panatilihin. Ang galing!
I turned into a bird! How did that happen?
Oh, look, Fisher! This one's about your favorite, space.
Oh yeah, scan natin.
Our solar system has 8 planets. They all go around the sun. Tap on each planet to know more.
Wow! Ang solar system! Mukhang abot kamay ko na ang mga planeta. Pero ano naman ang kinalaman nito sa living things?
Well, even though Earth pa lang ang planet na alam natin na may buhay, astronomers and scientists explore the possibility of life on other planets in outer space.
That's right. This helps them understand more kung ano ang mga katangian ng isang planeta na nakapagbibigay ng buhay, no?
At base sa pag-aaral nila, swerte talaga tayo kasi may mga espesyal na katangian ang planet Earth.
Tama. And studying other planets serves as a reminder that we have only one planet Earth and we should really take very, very good care of it.
Yup! Totoo na naghahanap ang mga astronomers ng Earth-like planets. Pero kahit makahanap man sila ng mga planeta kagaya ng Earth, hindi pa rin tayo makapunta doon. Nag-iisa lang ang Earth. Walang planet B.
Ang galing, Fisher, no? With technology, we can be anywhere in nature anytime.
I'm happy na nag-enjoy kayo sa inyong virtual experiences, Fisher and Mikey. Pero, mapapantayan niya ba ang experience ng pagpunta sa kalikasan?
Oo nga no, Manong G. Masaya at useful ang ma-experience ang technology kagaya nito. But at the end of the day, there is really no substitute for being in nature itself.
Yes, virtual is good, but it's not the same thing. Hinahanap talaga natin to be in nature. Natural yan sa ating mga humans.
Mabuti na realize nyo yan, Fisher and Mikey. At sana kayo rin. Maraming mga tao ang gusto lang magpa-picture para mag-post sa internet. Madalas, nakakalimutan din nilang alamin ang tungkol sa kanilang kapaligiran. Ayun tuloy, nagiging background na lang ang kalikasan para sa kanilang mga post sa social media.
Oo nga no, Manong G. Tapos, dahil sa kultura na ganito, dumarami ang mga tao na dumadagsa sa mga lugar kung saan nakatira ang wildlife. This can increase the risk on wildlife.
May nabasa nga ako na cases kung saan dahil sa selfie ng mga tao, nakahanap ng mga poachers ang location ng endangered plants and animals.
Tama, tama! Kaya live in the moment at huwag lang isipin ng epic photos para sa social media nyo ha. O siya, tuloy na kayo sa wildfire adventure nyo. Pero, picture muna tayo. Wala pa akong selfie kasama kayo eh.
What is that sound? Whoa!
Nasa ibang parte na pala tayo ng Wildfire Cafe. Andito naman tayo sa Nature Inspires Tech.
It says here this zone is about biomimicry. Oh, alam ko to! This is about copying nature. Sabi ko na nga ba, ayon sa Mindblower, ang biomimicry ay yung paggaya ng mga halimbawa mula sa nature para makaimbento ng bagong technology.
Ang galing! Pwede palang maging inspiration ng living things para sa technology. Uy, tignan mo yung building na yan, Mikey, oh. Ang interesting ng design.
Mukhang maaliwalas at magandang air circulation dyan, ah. Malamang, matipid yan sa kuryente kasi hindi masyadong kailangan ng aircon.
Uy, ang galing ng hula mo, Mikey. Tama ka. May mga gusali na nangungopya ng sustainable design galing sa living things dahil nakita nila na nakakatulong ito sa air circulation.
Saan kaya nila nakuha ang inspirasyon para sa ganyang architecture, Fisher?
Oh, according to my Mindblower, that office complex is in Zimbabwe and it's called the Eastgate Building. It has an internal climate control system originally inspired by the structure of termite mounds. The architect worked with engineers to design this building, which uses 90% less energy for ventilation compared to conventional buildings of its size. In fact, it has already saved the building owners over $3.5 million in energy costs.
Wow, that is amazing! Ang mga anay na nakakasira ng mga structures, pwede din pala inspiration para sa design ng magandang gusali. Hey, Fisher, check this out!
Wow! Ang ganda ng hugis! Sa tingin ko, mabilis ang galaw ng turbine na yan sa hangin.
Tama ka dyan, Fisher. Do you know what living thing inspired this design for a more efficient turbine?
How about a hint, Mikey? Is it a flying animal or a swimming animal?
Ang galing ng mga hula mo, Fisher. Lumalangoy nga ito.
Yan ang hula ko kasi ang mga hayop na lumilipad o lumalangoy, kailangan makahagip ng maraming hangin o tubig para makagalaw. So, marine animal siya, no? It reminds me of the shape of the flippers of marine mammals.
Tama ka, Fisher. Ang mas efficient na turbine designs na yan ay base sa hugis ng flippers ng mga balyena. Oh, my Mindblower says inventors took inspiration from the bumpy flippers of humpback whales to create turbine blades with three-dimensional bumps on their leading edges to alter the flow of air. This improves aerodynamic performance and lessens noise.
Wow! Now that is mind-blowingly cool. Ano naman itong kasunod, Mikey?
I don't see anything, Fisher. Oh, wait! Parang may glass.
Oo nga, no? Mukha siyang ordinary glass. Scan ko kaya gamit ang Mindblower to see what makes it special. It reflects more ultraviolet or UV light than normal glass. To us humans, we can't really see this. But to birds, it looks like a spider's web.
Oo nga, no? And it says here it has the same ability to reflect UV light like a spider web. Ayan o, Fisher! May ibon! Ay, ikaw pala yun, Fisher!
Oh yeah, I turned into a bird. How did that happen?
I think I know why you turned into a bird here at the Wildfire Cafe, Fisher. Anything can happen in this wild place where our imagination comes to life. Oh, and it says here that this special type of glass is more visible to birds, kaya they're better at avoiding it.
Oh, so this type of glass minimizes the number of birds who die because they cannot see ordinary glass. Ang galing!
Ang galing din ng get-up mo. And yes, this glass is said to reduce bird collisions by 76%. And it was inspired by the observation that birds do not usually fly through spiders' webs.
Nature-inspired technology to help nature? Ang galing! Now I want to go back to being you and Fisher again. Hey! I'm human again! Yay!
Parang mas gusto ko yung bird ka kanina. Speaking of bird, ito mukhang beak ng ibon.
Oh, that's Japan's bullet train, the Shinkansen. Oh, and get this, Mikey. This design was inspired by a bird.
I think I know what bird that is. Kingfisher?
Good eye, Mikey.
Kasi yung kingfisher, parati nilang tinutusok ang kanilang beak sa tubig para makahuli ng isda. Para maging mas magaling sila sa paghuli ng isda, they were shaped by evolution for their beaks to be aerodynamic.
Ang galing! That's exactly what it says here, Mikey. At ang produkto ng evolution na to, ginamit ng mga engineer sa Japan para malutas ang problema nila sa dating hugis ng bullet train. Dahil kasi sa dating hugis ng train, maraming hangin ang naiipon sa harap. Kaya tuloy, sobrang ingay nito kapag lumabas sa tunnel.
So by streamlining the nose of the train to resemble the beak of the kingfisher, they were able to reduce the noise. Kaya naman mas efficient pa ang bullet train na gaya sa hugis ng kingfisher.
Correct again, Mikey.
Save nature if we make technology serve nature. Ang ganda ng kulay ng kasunod, Fisher.
Yeah, vibrant ng colors. Siguro, tungkol to sa pagaya natin sa mga kulay ng nature.
Yes, we humans get a lot of our dyes from the colorful natural world. Nangyayari na yun for ages. Pero, sa tingin ko, merong special dito sa tela na to.
Scan ko nga, Mikey. Oh, wow! The colors of this cloth are modeled after the proteins produced by corals.
Colorful nga naman ang mga corals, lalo na kapag healthy sila. Kaya napagkakamalan silang mga bulaklak, kahit na animals talaga sila.
At hindi lang makulay ang corals, Mikey. Ang mga proteins na kinopya natin sa kanila, mas environment-friendly pa.
Colorful, fashionable, and sustainable. I like that!
Speaking of colorful, tignan mo, Mikey. Ano kaya yan?
I'm not so sure, Fisher. Parang naka-super zoom in naman yan.
Scan ko nga gamit ang mind blower. Ooh, tama ka nga, Mikey. It's a microscopic view of the wings of a butterfly.
Oh, wow! I didn't expect that. At kakaibang mga hugis na yan.
Sa tingin ng mga scientist, nasa microscopic na hugis ng mga pakpak ng paru-paro ang sikreto sa susunod na generation ng electronic screens.
Kamusta ang tour nyo sa Biomimicry Zone, Mikey and Fisher?
Sobrang nag-enjoy po kami, Manong G. Ang dami palang technology na ginaya o pwedeng gayahin mula sa nature.
Oo nga, at konti pa lang yung mga nakita namin. Ilan pa kaya sa mga problema natin ang nakanapan na ng solusyon ng mga living things? Kailangan lang natin madiskubre at mahanap.
Dahil sa mga nakita po namin, I realized that nature does not just give us air, water, food, and materials. There's also a limitless amount of insight we can get from nature in terms of how we can design our world and lives.
That's very well said, Mikey. I think it gives us all the more reason to make sure that we protect nature.
Ang dami ko kasing nababasa that a lot of these machinery, technologies, and discoveries harm our environment. Pero meron din palang technologies na inspired by nature. Diba?
Yes, Angie. There are many technologies really inspired by nature. At tama ka, some technologies can harm our environment. But technology can also help nature come back.
Yes, and you'll be learning more about that in the last zone of Wildfire Cafe that gives you many tools that serves nature in a positive way. You can use your mind blowers to go there.
Oh, we're inside the website, Mikey.
Not just any website, Fisher. We're in the Encyclopedia of Life, or EOL.
Dito ba natin mahanap ang meaning of life?
This is the meaning of life.
Manong G talaga. Well, makakahanap tayo dito ng information tungkol sa iba't ibang klase ng buhay.
Tama ka, Mikey. This is an online collaborative encyclopedia intended to document all of the 1.9 million living species known to science so far. Kumukuha ito ng mga impormasyon mula sa mga dalubhasa at mamamayan sa buong mundo.
Ang galing! This is so great that digital technology has allowed us to look up all kinds of living things and to know more about them.
Oo nga. Dati, nasa libro lang ang mga information na to. Kung wala kang librong ganon, mahirap maghanap ng mapapagtanungan. I think this is one of the great ways that technology can serve nature, our way of giving back.
Gamitin natin, Mikey.
Sige, I really find birds interesting.
Let's see what the EOL can tell us about them. Oh, wow! Did you guys know that birds are a group of Dinosauria?
Ang galing, no? Mga modern dinosaurs. Do you know when the first birds roamed the earth? Is it 100 million years ago, 168 million years ago, or 70 million years ago? Well, they've been around much longer than your lola, your great-grandfather, or even yung mga sinaunang tao. The first birds showed up on Earth around 168 million years ago.
Wow! Birds have been around for a long time!
And look, Pisher, this online encyclopedia can also tell us where we can find different birds.
They're practically everywhere!
I guess it helps that many birds can fly.
Speaking of flight, search natin ang tungkol sa mga bats, Mikey.
Sige, mahalaga yan matutunan ngayon. Kasi some people are blaming bats for this pandemic.
Pero kapag pinag-aralan natin ang tungkol sa mga paniki, makikita natin na hindi talaga nila kasalanan. Kasalanan ng mga tao.
Maliban doon, mababasa din natin ang mga nagkakamanghang facts tungkol sa paniki. Kagaya nito, there are 30 families of bats.
Wow! Ilang families kaya ang mga mammals meron, Mikey?
Search natin gamit ang UL.
Sige! Meron palang 125 living families ng mammals? Ibig sabihin, halos 1/4 ng families ng mammals, mga paniki.
Pati mga halaman katulad ng ferns, matututunan natin dito.
There are other apps that you can use to contribute to learning more about things like the climate crisis, just like this one.
Oh, this is so cool! Pwede kang kumuha ng mga pictures ng mga ulap at isend sa NASA. Ang database na nabuo gamit ang mga cloud pictures na to, pwedeng gamitin para mahanap ang mga pattern na nakakapagbigay ng impormasyon tungkol sa distribution ng tubig sa atmosphere.
Tingnan mo, Pisher, oh. Meron din silang paraan para makatulong tayo sa pag-gather ng information tungkol sa land use validation at mosquito habitat.
Ang mga gawain kung saan ang mga ordinaryong mamayan ay tumutulong at sumasali sa proseso ng science ay tinatawag na citizen science.
Kasi mga citizens mismo, nagiging scientists.
Tapos sa tulong ng mga eksperto, lahat ng tao pwedeng tumulong sa science. Ang galing!
May mga iba pa bang paraan para maging citizen scientist?
Marami, Pisher and Mikey. Ito, tignan nyo.
Ay, naturalist? Ano kaya to?
Mikey, mukhang app to na tumutulong sa pag-gather ng observations tungkol sa mga hayop, halaman, at iba pa.
Ibig sabihin, gamit ang app na to, pwede tayong maging zoologist or botanist every time we use it.
Exactly! Tapos tignan mo, Mikey, oh. Meron ding website na makakatulong sa atin maintindihan paano gamitin ng app. Pwede rin natin makita ang mga observations na nakuha ng ibang mga tao. Kagaya nyo, na interesado sa pagganap ng mga paraan para mapangalagaan ang kalikasan.
I'll share this with my friends and family so we can see another aspect of nature when we are out. Hindi yung puro selfies at groofies lang. Kayo rin, share nyo ito.
Oh, that means we've barely gotten to know less than 1/4 of the estimated number of species. And we're already destroying the planet.
Imagine how much beauty and even treatments and medicines are secretly harbored by nature. But we are losing them now.
We are losing them even before we find them. So let's do what we can to help conserve them. That is why it's so essential that you stay curious and continue your adventures here in Mind School. Anyone will protect nature if they love nature. But before loving it, you should know it and understand it.
Kaya kailangan talaga natin magtulungan.
At lahat ng tools na pwede natin gamitin, pati ng digital technology, dapat talaga gamitin.
Yes, makakatulong ang digital technology para mas maging madali ang pagtutulungan natin. We can change the ending. nature need not be destroyed because of technology, but we can save nature if we make technology serve nature.
Magandang reminder yan, Mikey. That is what we learned in our adventure today. With the many technologies that help us connect with the millions of living things that help keep life on our planet the way it is. Ano to?
We got our souvenirs again from Manong G. It says here our mind blowers have been upgraded by the Wildfire Cafe with unlimited access to mind-blowing facts about nature whenever we need it.
Wow! Only nature trivia? Only learning! Ibang klase talaga ang adventures, pati ng souvenirs natin dito. We can't wait to see you again dito sa Mind is Cool. Where learning
Leads to a better normal.